Yo guys, here's Torsten with In Full Effect. How are you doing? So today I have a product I want to show you, which I have been also like flirting for a long time. I remember I had it in my basket in Amazon for a couple of times and I never pulled the trigger because I didn't want to spend the money. And I have the A40 actually. I told you in one of my other videos where I tested the Logitech headset. I had an issue with that headset because whenever the mic rubbed against your shirt, you heard some crackling noise, which was super annoying. So, obviously if you have this wireless headset, then this problem will not occur. And they also, since I started looking at the A50, they released a newer version with a slightly better microphone. And so all in all, I was very tempted to buy it. And then finally, what made me pull the trigger was that base station that they include now with the headset. I have the same problem with my headsets all the time, that I am not sure where to put it. I mean, you can install some, stands for your headphones, but I never bought one. And the one I bought was really it fell over too easily, so I didn't like it too much. And so either way, I usually put my headsets on the table, but that didn't look too sexy. And especially with the wireless headset, you never want to run in that situation where the battery runs out. And the Sony headset I just bought recently, you have to plug it into the micro USB, which, is kind of annoying sometimes. And if you don't do it and you play 2 days in a row, at the end of your second session, you come to the end of your battery. So let's get into the unboxing, and then I will make a cut and play around with it for a few hours or maybe 2 days. So by the time you will see the video, I probably owned the headset already for 2 or 3 days, and then I will give you my final verdict of the headphones. Alright, let's just open the baby up. So I already removed the tape that was here on the box. That was the only thing I did. It slides out like this. I remember from my Astro A40 that I bought, the presentation is really good with the Astros. So the packaging is also pretty high quality. And then what you do, it opens up like this, and then you already get your headphones. And what I can say, the A5 are basically the same build like the A40. And I can say that the A40s were probably among the most high quality headphones I ever owned. So, let's take them out. They have some metal frame here, and just the overall build quality when you touch them, you have a high quality product. Obviously you pay for it, but nevertheless. Just by picking them up for the first time, I have a feeling they're a little bit lighter than the A40, but I will have to compare that in my review. I'm not quite sure about that. And the good thing, they are completely wireless, so that's obviously awesome. And you can already see here, you have the connectors that you can, if you put them into your cradle, they will charge the headset up. Let's put them aside for the time being and take a look what else is in the box. You got your optical audio cable. I'm not going to be using that. I will connect the base station via USB. But let's put that to the side. Then you got the manual, and I think maybe some poster or something. Let's take a look quickly. Beast mode activated. So just a quick user guide. And I forgot, this is the version that connects to the PS4 and the PC. So you have a switch there with which you can select between the two platforms. And if I bought a console again, I would definitely go for the PlayStation 4. Actually, the PlayStation 4 Pro, which I just showed you in the other video, I've already sold it. A friend of mine wanted to have it, and I wasn't reusing it since I bought it, so either way. And then it comes with a USB cable. It seems that's it. I was wondering if there's maybe a external power supply, but it's not like that. So you see the switch choosing between PS4 and PC, and this is the USB connection. And here comes just a normal USB cable, it seems. Just hold on, guys. That opens up here. So this is a micro USB actually. Sorry guys, a mini USB. And there's nothing else in the box but the charging cradle. So let's take off that plastic. Okay, it says that you should charge the headset fully before you use it for the first time. So I'll leave that, I'll just put that here to the side. I just want to have that ready. And also the base station, it's plastic, but it seems to be pretty good quality. And then charge. It seems that you can just route the USB cable through the station and can maybe plug in another USB device. I'll check that out later. But for the time being, I'm digging the quality. I'll put the package now to the side and let's take another look at the headphone itself. So you can tell which way to put the headset, because you know, if you look at the connectors, you have two here, one connector here and the mini USB connector. So that goes like this. And let's just check out how easy it is. Okay. No, I will check out in the review how easy that is really to put in the headset into the cradle, if it really charges, if you just plug it in like that, or if you have to adjust it a little bit. But for the time being, awesome build quality. So I'm pretty positively, actually not surprised, because for the price, you're expecting such high quality, and also from the A40 I knew it would be a high quality product, so this is exactly more or less that what I was hoping and expecting. So alright guys, I'll make a cut here and we'll be back after a few gaming sessions, and then I will give you my review and my final verdict. Alright guys, see you later. I have owned the A50s actually for a week now, since I realized when preparing the review that I needed some more time with the headset, as it had a lot of functions and the wireless connection made me want to test them a little longer before giving my final verdict. I will explain the functionality and will also point out if everything works as advertised or if I encountered any issues. So let us start with the base station that is the biggest change compared to the second generation of the A50s. Everything seems easier this time around. Only the slick base station that connects with one USB cable, no other cables necessary unless you want to use the optical connection for your PC. Then we have the switch to toggle between PC and PS4 mode, and another USB port that says charge. And I was wondering if it was meant to loop through the USB connection and potentially charge up any other device, or if I could connect an external power supply to charge my headphones in case the station was not connected to a PC or a PS4. After posting my question in the official forum, I got the following answer. Firstly, the only option if your PC does not supply USB power when your computer is turned off would be to connect to a USB wall adapter, such as a smartphone charger. You would need to connect the headset directly, as the base station requires a data connection to power up and charge your headset. Secondly, the charging port on the base station is a pass-through for using a USB cable to play and charge the headset should you be able to fully drain the battery. I got this answer within 1 day after posting, so no complaints. I think, however, it would be good if such things could be covered in the manual. In order to have the base station charge the headset, you must place it in the socket of the base station, which should then result in a connection between the connectors in the socket and the pins at the bottom of the ear cups. I think the design works well enough, but it can be a little fiddly, and sometimes there's a little adjusting of the placement of the headset necessary until the connection is established. No biggie, after getting the hang of it, I mostly got the A50s correctly into place within the first try. Besides that, the base station looks super slick and has a decent quality feel to it. Coming to the headset itself, I firstly have to point out the superb build quality. The set feels super sturdy and definitely gives you that high-end feel you might expect for the top dollar you're paying. On the earphones, you will find the following buttons. The on-off switch, pretty self-explanatory, but noteworthy is that the headset even turns off automatically after around 15 seconds if you just place it on the table like this. If you pick up the headphones, they will turn back on. This is a neat feature and worked flawlessly for me. The next button lets you turn on off the Dolby Surround 7.1 functionality. Again, not much to comment here. The function works as advertised. Then we have the switch that lets you toggle between 3 different sound profiles on the fly. Very useful, and I will show you more about this in a bit when I will run you through the software. Lastly, there is the volume rocker at the bottom. The dial is quite big, which makes it convenient and easy to find with your hand while gaming. There's absolutely no static crackling sound some headsets produce when adjusting the volume. The volume goes very loud. So loud that I had to remove the headset slightly as I could not bear the volume. Even at the highest level, the sound does not show any distortions that I could hear. Big thumbs up. Next, we have the software, the Astro command center that you download from the Astro's homepage. With the ACC, you can update the firmware and adjust various settings. Regarding the firmware, if you buy your pair of A50s around the time I upload the video, there's a very high chance that the update will be available after you install the software for the first time. I highly recommend to update the headsets before using it, as it fixes various issues and the process is super quick and painless. But now let us take a look at the other settings. So here you see the equalizer presets, the different media you want to play, pro, media, depends on if you play a game or want to listen to music, etc. That was the button I showed you where you can choose between the 3 different presets. You obviously can also save your own customizations, which really offers a lot of possibilities. Then you got the microphone settings, which lets you choose between the different environment, etc. where you're in. And then you got the USB mic level, the side tones you can adjust, you hear in the background. Then you got the stream port, which lets you balance the different inputs like chat audio, microphone. And then you have other settings like the default balance between voice and game, the alert volume, and the base station brightness if you are distracted by the LEDs on the base station. All in all, I would say ACC is awesome. The 3 different sound profiles you can save and customize yourself allow you to really change the sound to your liking on the fly and adjust to various media like games, movies or music. I really like the Astro command center a lot. It adds a lot of value to the whole package. So finally, let's come to the verdict. Now I will run you through the 5 criteria I consider when rating a headset. Comfort, sound quality, the mic, the build quality, and hidden issues. So the comfort, my reference when it comes to the most comfortable of all the over-ear headphones I have ever tried or owned is the Bose SoundTrue around-ear headphones 2. It is super light and does not cause any discomfort after even wearing it for several hours. The Bose would get a solid 10 full points in my opinion. With the Bose as a reference, I would give the A50s a solid 9. They are super comfortable. Compared to the Bose, the A50s sit a tiny bit more snug on my head. However, I have not experienced any discomfort, and if it wasn't for the Bose, I might pull a 10 for the A50s, but it is just that the Bose almost let me forget that I'm wearing headphones at all. Sound quality. As a comparison, I have used the following headsets for a longer period of time recently. The A40s, the Logitech G430, the PlayStation Gold wireless stereo headset, and the Bose SoundTrue around-ear headphones 2. So far, the Bose were my favorites, with the other headsets slightly behind for various reasons. The A50s, however, take the lead, except when you're looking for a headset purely for stereo music listening. Then I would maybe prefer the Bose, but even then, I am not completely sure. As a gaming headset, the A50s are amazing and blow the competition that I know out of the water. The surround sound is something I have not experienced to such a degree in games. Running next to an AT-AT in Battlefront really blew me away. It is the precision that conveys different distances of objects that none of my other headsets can achieve, even the A40s. I'm glad I took some time for this review, as it took me quite a few gaming sessions to actually realize this high quality surround experience. Once my hearing adjusted to this enhanced soundstage, I do feel as if my sound experience within games has been brought to the next level. Coming to the mic. For the mic test, I have recorded my voice with Audacity using the Logitech, the PlayStation headset, and the A50s. You can make up your own opinion.
This is my review of the Astro A50s, and this voice recording is done with a Sony PlayStation surround headset.
This is the review of the Astro A50s, and this voice recording is done with the Logitech G430. This is the review of the Astro A50s, and this voice recording is done with the A50s. For me, the mic exactly offers what I expect from a gaming headset, a very clear and easy to understand voice transmission. If you look into the Astro community forum, there are some people complaining about the mic. After reading through the various comments, I was not actually sure anymore if the issue was real in the first place, as one user in particular seemed to have started his own small grudge war against Astro or the admin of the forum. I personally had no issues with the mic at all, and I am also satisfied with the quality, although it does not offer the soundstage or depth like a more decent mic like the Blue Yeti, for instance. The build quality. As mentioned earlier, the A50s are super sturdy. Every aspect feels super high-end. Unless you buy some expensive audiophile headphones, I doubt there's a gaming headset with a more premium feel to it. Very similar to the A40s, we get the metal frame here on the side. Also, there is no rattling or squeaking noise whatsoever, and I will easily give full points for the build quality. Lastly, we have the hidden issues. With the A50s, this is a point where I am constantly on the edge, looking for any small detail that might ruin the experience. Especially for a $300 headset, any annoyances would be double painful. The headset is nearly perfect in my opinion. I really have to start nitpicking to be able to point out weaknesses. As mentioned before, putting the headset into the base station sometimes requires some adjustment for the pin connectors to properly connect. But it works well to a degree that I do not really want to point it out as a weakness. It is just not perfect. Coming to the final verdict. After having tested the headset for 5 days, I have to say that this is the best headset I have owned so far. We just went through the 5 criteria and there is not much room for improvement in my opinion. My biggest worry that the wireless connection could potentially have some issues proved to be unjustified. I did not encounter any issues. The sound quality is also excellent, and the Astro Command Center software offers customization options that really make the A50 something special. If Astro adds a high quality mic in the future and makes the mechanism that connects the base station and the headset perfect, then customers who are looking for the best gaming headset in the market would have only one choice, provided they are willing to shell out the $300. Alright guys, this was my review of the A50s. I hope it will help you with your decision. If you liked my review, it would be nice if you can give me some thumbs up, and I hope I see you in the next video. Have a good one, guys.